Hey, this is Adam Torres, and I'm here to tell you that it has never been easier to start your very own podcast. At Mission Matters, our goal is to amplify stories that matter. That means we want to help you start your podcast because your story matters. We can do this in 3 different ways. 1, join our podcast school and take a free or paid course. 2, visit our resources page where we've already figured out what you need, such as where to host your podcast. Or 3, heck, we can even do everything for you through our podcast agency, including editing for cheaper than you can do in-house. Oh, and no contract, service is month to month. Get started by heading over to missionmatters.com and click on Start a Podcast. All right, now let's get into the show.
Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Marketing Podcast, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Thomas Feener on the line. He's Director of Public Relations over at Vape Empire. TJ, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so TJ, I'm excited to get into today's topic. So you're on a marketing podcast, a lot of people in the marketing industry listening, a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, and I know that the vape industry has some really unique PR challenges, and we're going to talk about that. But before we do, just to give the audience a little bit more of the background, tell us a little bit more about what you're doing over at Vape Empire, please.
Yeah, so what we do over here is we are a online retail platform for purchasing vape hardware, e-juice, accessories such as batteries, chargers, all that fun stuff that pretty much incorporates everything that goes into the vape community.
So just for context, because not everybody, I guess to start the conversation, every industry is going to have its different challenges, different niche when it comes to PR, when it comes to marketing generally, what you can do, what you can't do, regulation, all these other things. Just to get us kicked off, I mean, what are some of those challenges that you're facing?
Well, we face a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to marketing and advertising. Vapes are considered a vice product, and we kind of get scoped in with the whole smoking and big tobacco industry, even though we are completely separate from them. So some of the issues that we have is we're not really allowed to advertise on the normal channels that you would normally see. So Google ads are a no, Facebook ads are a no, Instagram ads are a no. We have a lot of challenges in just getting ourselves out there to let people know that we're here, and selling products online. Most of the time, what we do to overcome this is, we are allowed to have Instagram pages and Facebook pages. So we, really encourage our customer base to go and follow us, sign up with us, join our email lists. Our email blasts are really the big way that we can get in front of our customers. So we put that in front of them as much as we can. Sign-ups on the web page, sign-ups on our homepage, sign-ups on the checkout pages. And then really our big bread and butter is just direct SEO. I mean, SEO is the best way to find products. So we're always looking for those top listings on the Google pages and the Yahoo and the Bing and using all of those as much as we can, since we don't really have any other avenues that allow us to be in front of vast audiences, so to say. So really our big overcoming as of lately was we've been trying to do some YouTube channels, and unfortunately YouTube has recently said no more vape videos. So we're not allowed to link back to our website on those. So we're trying to find new avenues wherever we can, but we really do rely heavily on organic searches on search engines because it's really the only way to get ourselves out there in front of potential customers and everybody else.
So talk a little bit more about, and this is interesting to me because and I talk to people about this all the time. Like I talk about email lists, I talk about all these things as it being like you're an asset. And so it's people that have like their bread and butter, it's been social media, other things. And I tell people this all the time, like, okay, great. You have a great following here. You have a great that, but Instagram changed the algorithm. Facebook changed the algorithm. I remember I spent years building up a Facebook group and then all of a sudden Facebook doesn't let you get to your people or your group unless you're paying or unless you're doing something else. It's like, okay, great. You spent all this time building this. And now guess what? Oh, you got to pay if you want to actually get anybody to see your message, even though they want to see your message. So I always talk about the the idea of you as a business owner, I don't care what industry, vape, wherever you're in, like an email list, like that contact list, like your client list, all those are assets. And so that no matter what industry you're in, you can still reach your target audience and your fan base. Can you talk a little bit more about the importance of that and what approach you're taking to that? Because you said you're sending emails, but maybe also get into the content a little bit more and how you keep people engaged.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we do email marketing. It's basically just people who sign up on our own website, since we're not really allowed to send that out there in the world without, a bunch of objections. The content that we send out is typically, new products that are coming in, popular product restocks, and then we also like to touch a lot on the what's going on in the vaping world. Since right now we have so many regulations that are changing, the FDA is getting more stringent, and state levels are starting to ban flavors, and it's becoming more and more challenging every day to be able to not only supply products, but make sure that we're legally supplying products to our customers, since we don't want to be, stepping on any toes on the state legislator level. So we do like to post just updates of what's going on and actions that are happening, and, how to reach out to senators if you're opposed to these actions that are happening. And we try to, engage a little more than just, hey, look what we're selling, come buy it. We want this to be more of a, let's all get together and make sure that, we still have vaping in the future, that it doesn't just get thrown away because, some people in politics don't care for it, so to speak.
Talk a little bit more about how you engage and build that audience, because I think some people listening to this right now, they have the benefit of, you could call it benefit, but not if they're not doing it properly, of being able to use any platform to build their community. So let's say there's a lawyer listening right now, and they're like, they can use any platform, right, and to build their community, and maybe they don't take advantage of some of those platforms because they do have the benefit of using any platform. So in order for your company and many companies like yours to become, to stay successful, to stay growing, to do those things, like that community element is just so important. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for getting people to sign up, I mean, you really just have to put it in front of them everywhere you can. We ask for email signups from our live chat on the website. We ask for email signups as a pop-up form when you first go onto the website. We ask for email signups at checkout. And basically this all just compiles, through API keys and everything else on the website into one central bank, where we can then say these are subscribers, these are non-subscribers, and make sure that we're staying, legal with our marketing as well, because we don't want to be sending stuff to people who don't want it, of course. But really it's just asking as much as you can. Offering some sort of discounts is always nice. With our own platform, when you sign up for our email blast, you get a 50% off coupon. And it engages people. Even if they're just signing up for the coupon, they come to find that the content that they're receiving from these email blasts are good, quality content. And they end up we don't lose a lot of subscribers. It's very few that we have people unsubscribing from our email blasts, because the stuff that we're putting out there is beneficial for them. It's not just, here's what we have kind of stuff. We really try to make it personal and make it like a conversation, essentially. Like, as if you're receiving an email from a friend who lives halfway across the country. It's not just, what everybody else is doing. It's a little more personalized, so to speak.
That's awesome. I love it. So that being said, TJ, if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more about what you're doing, they want to learn more about the company, they want to get engaged with the brand, they want to sign up for that email newsletter, they want to see what's going on, what's the best way for them to reach out and to really connect with you and the brand?
Our website is vaporempire.com. And that's where you'll find a lot of our content that we have going on. And we have a lot of web pages on there that are dedicated to not just product sales, blog posts. And
I love that you say that, by the way, TJ. I love that you say it's not just hey, come buy my product. Like, you're providing valuable content. You're providing other things. You're providing entertainment. Like, it's huge, a big deal. It's a big deal. I love that you said that, because sometimes people are like, well, I'm going to go, okay, great, I'm going to get the next coupon. Well, that's a good thing too, by the way. I'm not saying that's bad.
Yes.
But the idea of providing great content is a good thing. It's not lost, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And we're also on Instagram and Facebook, Vapor Empire for both of those. And even though this sounds very outdated, I believe we were even on MySpace.
Oh, I didn't even know that was out there still. That's amazing.
Yeah, we didn't know either.
Still out there?
Yeah, we just signed up for it last week, actually. We were like, you know what? This still exists in the world. There's still people on here. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, my God. MySpace left me. I never signed up for a MySpace account back in the day. I just had Facebook, and I wasn't a MySpace person. Oh, my gosh. I'm totally signing up for a MySpace account. Now I'm going retro. That's
That's what we figured. Another avenue to maybe gather some people and say, hey, here we are.
Oh, man, that's great. I'm a fan. This is cool. Well, hey, TJ, it's been awesome having you on the show today, and great catching up and also learning more about. Thank you for providing your insight on what's going on PR-wise in the vape industry, some of the challenges, and also how you're navigating those challenges, of course, ethically and legally, and providing great content. I mean, that's what it's all about. So really appreciate that. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. I'd love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And TJ, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.